Congratulations, man, on this Lifetime Achievement Award. Every one of you have had a role why we stand here together today again. You are now considered as one of the greatest teams to play at this great college. And as I reflect back, I would consider you probably one of the most special teams that I've ever coached.
I'm so honored to have stood on the stage with them tonight. That was a reflection of everything that we did together.
The relationships and the bond that was developed has never left us. You had to be part of this to understand the emotion that is going through us today. It was over 25 years ago that we sat in that locker room to play a game, to play a season with these 15 players, one student assistant, one assistant coach. It was our first year together, and we pushed them, sometimes in heavy doses. They won 21 games, they beat the Citadel, played up against the College of Charleston, University of Upstate, Wofford, Presbyterian, Francis Marion, Lander, USCA. Today that would be considered a Division I conference. But winning and going to that tournament with the second tier would really matter. This immense respect and love that we developed, it goes on forever. You were the first, you were the pioneers to show what team sport on a college campus could do. And it showed me that it can happen if you have the right group of people.
You know, I think it was just crossroads at the right time. We were all pretty seasoned. We all knew each other for a long time. I think there was 5 of us that actually came from the same high school. Nothing was new for us. We had all played at the college level, and to combine that with Coach Schmotzer's intelligence and drive, I just think that it made for a very special and a great result.
Something that was and is very hard to do. You established tradition. And because of this tradition came pride. Pride in our school, pride in our community, pride in our teammates. And with this tradition, you gave others a chance to lean on greatness. So others could draw from it, learn from it, and be part of something special. To Dr. Wyatt and to Lynn, our AD, Lynn Griffin, thank you so much for allowing this to happen. To Dr. Daniels, who's being represented by Dr. Henderson, his daughter, I thank you so much for selecting me to be your coach for this great school.
The people here they still continue to help us. Even just a phone call. I remember talking about it, Daniels, before he passed away. I was having some rough times overseas, getting adjusted and everything, but for some reason I called him, wrote him a letter, and he kind of calmed me and gave me that confidence that I needed to move on. So the people here have touched my lives and the lives of our teammates in so many different ways, and they continue to. Tonight, it's special. My kids got an opportunity to see this. This is something that they'll remember for a long time, and I definitely won't forget.
Kurt Wall, who I know made sacrifice to get here from Baton Rouge. Thank you again, Kurt. And to my players and to their families. Okay, I want to mention too that aren't with us today, who have passed away, but Mike Martin, who's being represented by his dad Benny, okay, and his brother Jeff, and then BJ James, okay. But I look at the rest and I say Kenny and Russell and Eric and Daryl Johnson, Greg, Neil, Mike, Mark, David, Daryl, Larry, Dennis, and Ray. You just don't know what you did for me. And in closing, when I reflect, I say we are now Hall of Famers, and Dr. Wyatt said this to me this afternoon, that I don't think there's anything greater to be honored at the school that you are called alumni.
I'm proud, to be a part of Coca's history. I'm very proud to be an alumni. A lot of people ask me, because I moved on after Coca and went overseas and played, would I change anything? And I wouldn't. I wouldn't change a thing. If that meant that I didn't go overseas, so be it. I'm glad that I spent those 4 years here.
The saying was, if